After years of examining the aging process, scientists have uncovered a fascinating truth. The human body doesn't just gradually wear down after the age of 80, it undergoes a fundamental transformation. According to recent findings published in a respected health longevity journal, every individual crosses 5 key biological thresholds upon reaching this age. These aren't minor adjustments. They represent major shifts that affect everything from muscle function to cognitive performance and even sleep quality. What surprised researchers the most was the universality of these transformations. Whether someone has stuck to a strict fitness routine for decades or eaten a near-perfect diet, these shifts begin automatically once a person turns 80. Some of these changes act as built-in protection, while others can speed up deterioration if not properly addressed. In this video, we're going to walk through the 5 major biological transformations that occur after age 80. The third sign is so subtle that even medical professionals often overlook it during routine exams. Yet, it can significantly influence sleep quality and how long your mental sharpness lasts. Before we begin, a crucial disclaimer: this video is for educational purposes only. If you or someone you care about is experiencing any of these symptoms, it's essential to consult with a qualified healthcare provider. Only a doctor can assess whether these changes are part of normal aging or indicators of a condition requiring treatment. All supporting studies are listed in the video description for your reference. Now, let's explore the shifts that take place in every body after the age of 80, starting with one that changes how you experience something as fundamental as flavor. Sign number 5, your sense of taste fades as your taste buds deteriorate. This isn't about being selective with food or losing your desire to eat. It's a documented biological change in the way your tongue operates. By the time someone reaches 80, it's estimated that roughly 70% of their taste buds have vanished. These tiny receptors responsible for enjoying coffee or savoring sweet fruit begin to flatten and die. Why does this happen? Each taste bud typically regenerates every 10 days, and this cycle works efficiently throughout most of a person's life. However, once you pass 80, this renewal process slows dramatically. Your body no longer replaces taste buds at the pace they disappear. Studies from a leading research center specializing in sensory science found that this decline intensifies after 70 and becomes quite significant in the next decade. The outcome isn't just a duller dining experience, it's a complete change in sensory perception. But losing taste buds carries risks beyond just unsatisfying meals. These receptors serve a protective role by helping detect spoiled foods, harmful bitterness, or excessive salt. When this detection system weakens, many people unconsciously start adding more salt or sugar to their meals to replicate flavors they used to enjoy. A 2021 review from a prominent health institution found that seniors who had lost more than half their taste sensitivity had a 40% higher risk of developing high blood pressure or diabetes within 5 years. Not because of aging itself, but because they were unknowingly overusing salt and sugar in an attempt to recapture lost flavors. Your saliva levels also drop considerably after the age of 80, further weakening your ability to taste. Saliva helps carry flavor molecules to the remaining taste buds. Without enough of it, even tasty food can seem bland or paper-like. Experts refer to this as taste fatigue. What makes this particularly dangerous is how quietly it happens. People don't realize it's occurring, they just notice food tastes worse and begin eating less. This leads to slow malnutrition, often without any awareness of why. Your sense of smell, which contributes to nearly 80% of how food tastes, also falls significantly after 70 and worsens after 80. Studies reveal that nearly 50% of individuals over 80 experience some degree of smell loss, called presbyosmia. When both senses decline at once, meals can become almost flavorless. This presents risks beyond nutrition. Many older people can't smell gas, smoke, or spoiled food. They won't notice if something's burning or rotten in the fridge. As appetite drops due to reduced flavor, they eat less, slipping into malnutrition without realizing it. If you begin noticing a drop in flavor, it's not a small issue. It means your body is losing key sensory defenses. Track when the problem began and how much it affects your meals. Then seek a full medical checkup, including a nutrition evaluation. Doctors can assess your smell and taste, rule out underlying issues, and suggest solutions before undernourishment takes hold. But another transformation goes beyond taste, affecting the body's largest organ in ways that pose major health concerns. Sign number 4, your skin loses its ability to heal. By the age of 80, skin doesn't just wrinkle, it loses its natural repair system. A small wound that healed in days at 40 might now take weeks or even months. This isn't just slow healing, it's healing that's gone off course. Here's why a pivotal study from a top aging journal in 2022 found that skin cells lose their molecular memory after age 80. When injured, even slightly, the body has trouble recalling how to repair. Usually, cells called fibroblasts rush to the damage, follow genetic instructions, and rebuild the skin layer by layer. They act fast because they've followed this plan many times. But in people over 80, that plan fades. Fibroblasts become uncoordinated. They respond too late, too weakly, or not at all. Research shows they struggle to work together, often arriving at the wrong time or producing too little collagen for proper recovery. That's why cuts take longer to heal and why bruises seem to show up for no reason. It's not clumsiness, it's a system failure at the cellular level. On top of that, your skin becomes roughly 20% thinner after 80, meaning injuries go deeper and infections set in more easily. The blood vessels that bring oxygen and nutrients also stiffen with age, cutting off support to wounds. Data from a dermatology journal reports that collagen production falls by 75% between ages 25 and 80. At that stage, even gentle impacts can burst weakened capillaries, leading to large purplish bruises known as senile purpura. The root of this issue is something called epigenetic drift. Imagine your skin cells as students who once followed clear, accurate instructions. Over time, those instructions become faded and unclear. The cells begin to guess how to respond to injury. Some under-repair the damage, while others overdo it, creating too much scar tissue. The smooth coordination that once made healing quick and accurate is gone. What makes this issue so easy to overlook is that many people chalk up delayed healing to ordinary aging. They believe slow recovery is expected after 80, so they don't seek medical advice. But this assumption hides a serious danger. Delayed healing dramatically increases the risk of infection. Bacteria have more time to grow in open wounds. Research shows that skin infections in people over 80 last 3 times as long compared to those in middle-aged adults. The aging immune system is less capable of controlling infections, creating a risky mix of poor healing and weak defenses. If you're noticing cuts that take weeks to close or bruises that show up without explanation, keep detailed records, including dates and photos. Make an appointment for a full medical checkup with tests for diabetes, circulation issues, and nutrient levels. These conditions all slow healing and need treatment. Scientists have found that low-level laser therapy and collagen supplements can speed up healing in older adults by as much as 50%. Staying hydrated, getting enough vitamin C, and spending time in soft sunlight can also help fibroblasts restart their work. When your skin starts healing slowly, it's a signal that your body needs extra support. Don't dismiss it. Now we move to another shift, one that people often feel every night but rarely connect to the deeper changes of aging. Sign number 3, your internal sleep rhythm becomes disrupted, making nights unpredictable. This is often the most surprising change because we don't usually link sleep struggles to deep biological shifts. But the truth is, after 80, the brain's internal timekeeper, the circadian rhythm that managed your sleep for decades, begins to lose track of real time. You might find yourself wide awake at 3 in the morning, dozing off after breakfast, and feeling worn out before dinner. This isn't just bad sleep habits. It's a breakdown of your internal clock. Here's how it happens. Experts at a major medical school discovered that your brain's main clock, located in a region behind your eyes called the suprachiasmatic nucleus, contains about 20,000 neurons responsible for regulating your sleep-wake rhythm. This system uses light signals from your eyes to manage body temperature, hormone release, and when you feel alert or tired, it tells your body when to release melatonin to fall asleep and cortisol to wake up. But once you're past 80, this system weakens. Your eyes let in less light as the lenses become discolored and your pupils narrow. This means your brain receives weaker signals about what time it is. The neurons in your master clock also start to die off, reducing the strength of the timing signals they send. Your body still wants to sleep and wake, but now it struggles to figure out when to do either. Experts refer to this as advanced sleep phase syndrome. Individuals tend to fall asleep too early in the evening, wake up in the middle of the night, and then feel tired throughout the day. According to a 2022 review in a leading sleep journal, it affects nearly 60% of adults over 80. What makes this particularly risky is that circadian rhythm disruption impacts far more than sleep timing. When your internal clock goes off balance, everything from body temperature control to hormone secretion and digestion loses coordination. Your liver may process food at inappropriate times. Your heart rate can rise or fall unexpectedly. Even your immune system may get confused about when to begin its repair processes. A study published in a gerontology journal revealed that seniors with irregular sleep cycles were 3 times more likely to suffer heart-related issues and cognitive problems than those with regular sleep rhythms. The link between sleep and brain health becomes especially vital after age 80. During deep sleep, the brain activates the glymphatic system, a specialized waste-clearing network that flushes out toxins that build up during the day. This system removes proteins like beta-amyloid, the same ones that collect in Alzheimer's disease. When sleep becomes light or broken due to circadian misalignment, this cleansing function stops working properly. Harmful proteins begin to accumulate. Over time, this leads to memory problems and significantly raises dementia risk. Studies show that people over 80 with ongoing sleep disturbances experience twice the rate of cognitive decline within 3 years. What makes this warning sign easy to overlook is that many families consider it normal aging. They see their loved ones sleeping at odd hours and assume it's just part of getting older, not realizing it reflects a deeper biological issue that needs attention. If you see major changes in sleep timing, begin by tracking them with a sleep journal for 2 weeks. Log when you feel tired, your actual sleep times, wake times, and daytime alertness. These notes help doctors analyze your circadian rhythm and suggest specific solutions. Light therapy in the morning and avoiding bright light in the evening can help reset your sleep-wake cycle. Melatonin, taken at the correct time, may also reinforce your brain's sleep signals. Eating meals at consistent times strengthens your internal clock too. If you find yourself dozing off during daylight or waking before dawn, it means your internal timekeeper is out of sync. This isn't laziness or bad habits. It's a biological system that needs recalibration with the right support. Now we turn to a change that affects something many people rely on daily until they start to lose it. Sign number 2, your muscles begin breaking down through sarcopenia. By the time you reach 80, a silent but serious process is happening underneath your skin. The muscles that once powered your body begin to consume themselves for fuel. This process, known as sarcopenia, is among the most harmful yet hidden effects of aging. It doesn't strike suddenly. Instead, it progresses quietly, transforming strength into frailty, mobility into stiffness, and independence into reliance on others. Here's what causes it. A 2023 study from a leading journal on muscle health found that over 45% of individuals above 80 suffer from moderate to severe sarcopenia. After age 80, people lose around 1% of muscle mass and 2 to 3% of muscle strength every year. This happens even if they stay active, eat balanced meals, and maintain a normal weight. The root problem is the collapse of your body's protein turnover system. In youth, the body constantly breaks down and rebuilds muscle protein to stay balanced. But after 80, the system shifts, breakdown continues. But rebuilding slows so much that muscle mass declines steadily. Essential hormones like testosterone, estrogen, and growth hormone drop sharply with age. Without these hormonal signals, the body stops focusing on preserving muscle. Instead, it begins breaking it down to supply energy. The released amino acids are rerouted to support essential organs like the heart and brain. The result is not just smaller muscles, it's a loss of physical power. Your brain sends commands to muscles that no longer exist, having been broken down for fuel. According to research in a respected medical journal, older adults with sarcopenia are 5 times more likely to suffer falls or fractures. Losing more than 10% of leg muscle mass doubles the risk of death within 3 years. What makes sarcopenia so dangerous is that it doesn't just weaken muscles, it affects your entire physiology. Muscles store amino acids used for creating immune cells and brain chemicals. When muscle levels fall, your body loses this resource. That's why people with low muscle mass heal more slowly, get sick more often, and may experience brain fog or depression. The link between muscle condition and lifespan is now well proven. As muscles weaken, life expectancy drops. Sarcopenia also throws off your balance. Your brain relies on feedback from muscle sensors to keep you steady. As muscles shrink, these sensors send weaker signals, making it harder for your brain to manage movement accurately. This is why many people over 80 say they don't feel balanced anymore. It's not just clumsiness, it's a breakdown in communication between muscles and the nervous system. What makes this decline hard to detect is that it progresses slowly, and people adapt without realizing. They begin using furniture for support, skip stairs, or avoid physical tasks altogether. Loved ones may assist with daily activities, not realizing that the true issue isn't just aging, it's muscle loss. If you've noticed growing weakness, trouble standing up, or feeling unsteady while walking, schedule a full evaluation. Doctors can test your muscle mass using special scans and determine the stage of sarcopenia. Strength training still works after 80. Studies confirm that doing resistance workouts twice a week can rebuild muscle and improve function in as little as 12 weeks. Getting enough protein is also vital. Most seniors don't consume the required amount to maintain muscle health. Raising your intake of high-quality protein to 1.2 grams per kilogram of body weight each day gives your body the raw materials it needs. When muscle tissue begins breaking itself down, you can still respond effectively. Every strength workout, every protein-dense meal, and every bit of movement signals your body to keep your muscles functioning. But there's one last transformation that affects your entire brain, and it unfolds quietly, without any obvious external symptoms. Sign number 1, your brain begins to rewire itself in order to survive. Around the age of 80, something both remarkable and unsettling starts happening inside your brain. It begins silently reorganizing its own network, not out of choice, but necessity. By this stage in life, you've lost close to 20% of your brain's white matter, the fibers that link different regions and allow signals to travel between them. To adapt, the brain starts building new pathways to replace the ones that have broken down. It's a protective mechanism, but it comes at a cost. Here's how it works. A 2022 study in a top neuroscience journal explains that this rewiring is the brain's way of adapting to years of accumulated damage. As neurons die or lose function, nearby ones step in, forming makeshift networks. Picture a road system where main highways are blocked off. Your brain reroutes traffic through side roads to keep everything connected. You're still able to think, recall, and reason, but the process slows. Thoughts may fade halfway through. This explains common experiences among people in their 80s entering a room and forgetting why, pausing mid-sentence, or failing to recall familiar names. These aren't always signs of dementia. They're signs that the brain is improvising, using slower and less direct routes to complete tasks. What makes this shift especially interesting is that it's not random, it's targeted. The brain gives priority to certain functions during this reshaping. Emotional memory and recognition stay sharp, even as analytical thinking declines. That's why someone in their 80s might forget a recent meal but remember an event from 70 years ago with perfect detail. The limbic system, which handles emotion, remains strong, while parts of the analytical cortex weaken. Research suggests this focus is evolutionary. Emotional connection supports survival more than complex reasoning. So, the brain adjusts its limited resources to preserve what matters most. Still, this rewiring leads to challenges. When these new pathways form incorrectly or signals take roundabout routes, it can result in slower responses, poor balance, or mood swings. A 2021 report from a major neurology journal found that almost 1 in 3 people over 80 experience short-term cognitive lapses due to misrouted brain signals. These are brief episodes of confusion that come and go. They don't represent permanent damage, but rather growing pains as the brain tests out new connections. Sometimes it gets things wrong as it tries to adapt in real time. What often makes this transformation hard to detect is that families misread these mental fluctuations. They may assume their loved one is showing signs of dementia, when in fact, they are witnessing the brain's natural adaptive rewiring. The key difference lies in consistency. Dementia causes steady and irreversible decline, while adaptive rewiring results in ups and downs, often improving with engagement and repetition. If cognitive changes appear, look at the pattern. Does ability shift day by day? Do mentally stimulating tasks lead to better clarity? These signs point to adaptation rather than deterioration. Keep your brain forming new pathways. Each conversation, puzzle, book, or skill strengthens fresh neural routes. After 80, mental activity isn't about avoiding change, it's about guiding it toward positive outcomes. Schedule cognitive screening if you're worried, but also know that some rewiring is part of healthy aging. Your brain is actively trying to preserve ability despite physical loss. Help it succeed through ongoing mental effort and challenge. What to do next? If you notice several of these signs in yourself or someone close to you, stay calm but don't wait. Take action. First, write everything down. Document specific examples of each change you've observed. When did it begin? How frequently does it happen? What affects it? This detailed record helps doctors detect patterns and measure severity. Second, book a complete evaluation with your healthcare provider right away. Don't wait for issues to worsen. Early treatment makes a big difference in all the areas we've discussed. Bring your notes to the appointment. Third, ask for a thorough checkup covering cognitive health, nutrition, muscle condition, and sleep rhythms. Don't let vague claims about just getting older prevent proper testing. Many of these age-related changes can be managed if caught early. Fourth, while waiting for your appointment, focus on controllable areas. Boost your protein intake to help preserve muscle. Get sunlight in the morning to help reset your body clock. Stay mentally and physically active to support your brain's rewiring process. These simple steps can slow or even improve some changes. Always remember these 5 biological shifts occur in everyone past 80, but how much they affect you depends on how you respond. Spotting them early and taking the right steps can preserve function and independence far longer than doing nothing. Lastly, know this: experiencing these changes doesn't mean you're failing. It means your body is still adapting. The fact that your brain is rerouting itself, your systems are reorganizing, and your biology is adjusting means you're still fighting to maintain function. Support that effort with knowledge, action, and proper care. Which of these 5 signs have you seen the most? What questions do you have about aging past 80? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your story could help others recognize important signs. If this video helped you understand aging better, give it a like and subscribe. This channel shares science-backed health content for older adults and caregivers. Share this with someone who might benefit from the information. Remember, understanding these signs early can greatly improve long-term health. Awareness is powerful, especially when followed by action. If you've seen multiple signs, schedule that doctor visit now. Your health matters.